Morning, DogFarley here. Right now, I want to talk about thinking, critical thinking, that is. First, I want to take it back to elementary school. Having problems reading and problems with letters, numbers, putting them backwards and seeing them backwards and remembering them backwards and different things like that. They have a name for it. Anyway, I remember how they would say the word problems were always the most important. This I didn't understand, of course. And of course, I didn't get the word problems because I didn't understand the language. They didn't talk that way in my house. Anyway. And that brings me back to just regular living. After school, you're basically, if you do not go into your field or a certain career, as they call it, you are basically told to learn this couple steps and do nothing else. This has always bothered me. But of course, because of that, that's why I've always rose in every position that I did have. So, that's it. And then it comes to politics, media, religion. They all tell you this is what it is as a rhetorical statement. Any questions are frowned upon. Hell, if you even sit up and act like you should even think about it, question it or anything, they look at you like you some heretic or you're a blasphemer or some shit like that. I got you in this bubble. A bubble of information, random information that are attached to things that are just basically make them lies. Man-made connections to words and events and people that don't connect. Like when you look at a child's work, when they connect different colors and they're all wrong. Just say they connected certain words with people and left them there to teach everyone. Everyone. So you in this bubble and everything is just recycling through your head. And in doing so, becoming true. True. This is the way the mind works. It's amazing. So most times someone asks you something or you think you take a moment to think, you don't. You're not thinking. You're grabbing the first thing that you probably been heard a million times over. An answer you didn't gave a million times over. If it's got any emotion to it, it's not going to be the deep one that means everything. See, this always got me in trouble in school, at home, or out where I lived. Because I was sitting and think, that don't make no sense. My whole life, it's just like, I've been so confused about so many things. And of course, well, hell, most of it's a damn lie. Always like, oh, stop asking questions. They hated me. Why? Well, why? Well, what does that mean? If you asking a teacher this, it makes no damn sense. You can't answer? Yes, you can. But you won't. You choose not to. That's a whole nother story that I can't stand. But it occurred to me as I was looking at the physical appearance of a woman, how I attached so many certain things to so many words, to emotions that weren't even connectable in me, but they were connected. But they weren't coming from me. They weren't mine. And I kept going back. I kept letting it go back further. And I actually find myself going back to the past, not exactly my past, the past that I know of, past that's I know that's then then shaped and directed me in such a way that I'm not thinking my own thoughts. I'm reproducing over and over and over someone else's thoughts, which makes me think like them. Now, if you can grasp this, you can understand how important critical thinking is of your own. And if you're not thinking, someone's already fucking did it for you. Thinking, thinking. It takes more than a second to think. That's automatic. It's like turning on the TV and flipping and stopping at the one that catches your eye because that just is familiar. It fits without question. And it won't be anything on the subject. Anything. I guess this is what's going to help me explain to different people. Especially since I'm not so-called so intelligent in a way that I no longer can explain in simple terms. So, on that note, think in here. DogFarley out.